Hi everybody, Russ from My Hammers 11. Hope you're all safe and well, because that's all that matters at the moment. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, hitting the bell icon so you're made aware of any time we put new content on. We've just hit 10,000 subscribers, which is absolutely phenomenal. So thank you so much for everyone's love and support and comments and subscribers and shares and likes and everything. Awesome. Keep it going, guys. It's a lovely thing to work on. I love working on the project and the channel, and so it's really, really nice that people actually listen to it. Otherwise, I'd probably just do it myself, and it's just nice for someone to listen. The first side of manners is talking to yourself, and that's what I seem to be doing for over 350 odd videos. Anyway, do a little Russ says here and like, comment, and subscribe. Today we've got the first episode of a sort of a mini series we'll be running sort of sporadically across the channel, called Shedman. Are you the Shedman? And so the idea is I've asked some people, and I've put a plea out to the Twitterati and Facebook and stuff like that to send us little videos of your shed, of your man cave, your West Ham man cave, your West Ham shed, particularly as we're not going anywhere soon. So it'll be great to see what other people have in their terms of their sheds or in their man caves, in terms of their West Ham objet d'art, in terms of the memorabilia and stuff. And today we actually have one of our Scandinavian hammers. We have Gjermund Holt, who is we've had him on the channel very early on, actually, in the channel's infancy. Lovely guy over in the Scandinavian countries, and Gjermund spent some time, bless him, going around his shed or his man cave. I don't know how to explain it, but it's quite substantial. I'll be honest, it's quite substantial. If you've got a West Ham man cave, if you've got a West Ham shed, I'd love to see it. Send us a little video. You don't have to talk in it. I can do I can do some commentary over the top if you need to, but if you do, send it to myhammers11@gmail.com and we'll get you on the next episode. So anyway, I'll pass you on to Gjermund. All the best.
Hi everyone, Gjermund Holt from Norway here. I've been asked by Russ from My Hammers 11 to show you a little bit of my home bar in his series My Hammers Shed. First of all, one of the questions I always get when I travel from Norway is if it's cold. It sure is. Look at this. It's 17 below zero today, 17th of January. So it's a real good time to find a good hammers book, or an old program maybe, and get into my hammers shed. Sit back in my favorite chair, look at some of my collected hammers items, and just relax and enjoy. Maybe, if I'm bored, find my old video or CD and play some good old films. Being a West Ham supporter in Norway in the 70s and 80s when I grew up, it was not so easy to follow as it is today. It was actually on this radio, which I followed, the BBC radio, to listen to some games and get the results. I've been traveling a few times, of course. I have a season ticket at both the Boleyn and now in the London Stadium, and to get players' photos, it's been a good thing along the way. Here's Di Canio, Igor Steamers, you can see Jerome Bohr even, Kenny Brown, Bernard Lamar, Lamps, Reaper, Dale Gordon even, Steve Lomas, there's a few here, Samasi Abu, Rio, Danny Williams, the good player, Timmy Breaker, John Hartson, Trevor Brookin, of course, Tony Cotty, Billy Bonds. Great to have met all these stars. I'm not probably the keenest collector, but I do like to keep a few things that make a little bit extra memories for me. Like this one. This was actually the sign outside the old Boleyn Tavern. When Taylor Walker changed their logo, they changed the signs outside on the lamp, and there was an extra piece of luggage going back to Norway. Obviously, my old seat from the Boleyn is a good place in my bar. In the ceiling, there's a few signed flags. The main one, of course, is from the FA Cup final 2006. I went to Sweden the following year to get it signed from most of the players that played in that final, and also the same with the one after we got promoted. There's a few things here, of course. The bubble single. I have a few books, as I mentioned. One of the proudest is maybe this one. A good story behind this. Tony Cottis made this book, of course, when going back to West Ham. And when going off the training ground, I had a tea with Harry Redknapp after training. I went often to see the trainings at the Chadwell Heath at that time. I was walking up Savile Road. Harry stopped me and said, "Where are you going?" And he said, "I was going to the stadium store to buy Tony Cottis' new book." "Ah, you never mind, I have it here." He gave me his book he had in the car. It was actually signed to Harry. "Thanks for bringing me back to West Ham, Tony Cottis." Went back to the training ground the day after, of course, and asked Harry, "You have to get your book back. It was signed by Tony." "Ah, never mind, but never tell Tony," he said. Some signed shirts, like this one. It's from Michael Hughes. He actually played against Norway. And one of my good mates, Ståle Solbakken, played for Norway. He swapped the shirt and got it signed. And I got it signed when I met Michael at the training ground just after that. This is a Man of the Match award that Ståle got when he played for Wimbledon against West Ham. The only one he got. He scored one goal. It was against West Ham. He came back to Norway, knocked my door and said, "Sorry mate, I scored against your club. You have to get this bottle." I was very proud to be asked to write in Tony Carr's testimonial magazine. Tony was a good friend over the years, a really, really good guy, and of course a West Ham legend. And one of my proudest things is from that testimonial, I got this shirt from Tony, signed by most of the players that played that game. You can see in the middle there is Frank Lampard, Rio, and of course here's Tony Cottis, and a few good names. A few more things, like a couple of, or probably 4 or 5 signed balls. One is quite old one, which I got from the training ground. You see Tony Gale's signature, Tommy McQueen. It's really nearly fading away. This is from the FA Trophy final, played at Upton Park, Bowling. This was between Woking and Grace. I was there, and I managed to get hold of this when the stadium was, of course, sadly gone. My favorite barmate, you could work here, Julian. This is from his bar in Langdon when he had that for a while. And this item is a real good one for me. This is from the old West Stand upper tier. When I was there, they rebuilt it, of course, and I got this. I think it's about 35 kilos. Ryan here wasn't too happy, but I managed to get it home. Proud to have it. So, my West Ham shed. Hope you like it, Russ. Hope you like it, West Ham supporters. I really miss traveling, seeing you all at Carpenters or King Edward's or wherever we go before the game now these days. Really miss traveling. A good substitute for me is to get it back here, play some bubbles, read a bit about West Ham. Hope you liked it. Sign off with one of my flags, which I bring when I travel. If I meet a West Ham player, which I normally do, it gets signed. And there's a few really good names here. Bonzo, my favorite maybe, alongside the best of them all, Trevor Brooking. And this one is Peter Braybrook. Even Les Seal is here. There's Di Canio, Tony Gale, Phil Parks, Ludo. Few really good names. So, everyone, I hope you enjoyed my entry to my Hammers 11. My West Ham shed. From Norway, Gjermund Holt. Hope to see you soon. Come on, you Irons.